Dean and I were attending a church, and I struggled with chronic pain in my joints, in my feet, and it's to the point where I could hardly get out of bed in the morning. It was severe pain. And the Holy Spirit had spoken to me several times that we weren't supposed to be attending this church anymore. But my husband was on the board. I was on the worship team. So it was, it wasn't that easy just to leave. And I had been praying for him to be in agreement with me on that. It was a Sunday morning. Dean walked in the bedroom. He said, we're going to try this church down the road. We attended, and it was a missionary weekend thing, and they were talking about healings and things that took place there. And Pastor Ron felt in his spirit to call people forward for healing. He said, there's somebody here who's been in pain for a long time. And he said, the doctors don't know what's wrong with you. They keep giving you these things that they think you might have. And the last thing he said was, your doctor said you probably have rheumatoid arthritic problems, and there's nothing really they can do for you. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's me, because I had visited the doctor 2 weeks prior to that, and he said, you probably have arthritic problems, and you're going to have to live with this. And I just remember walking out of the doctor's office thinking, I am not going to live this way for the rest of my life. And I went forward, and he prayed over me, and I could just felt this warmth come over me, and I knew that God had touched me that day. And they were also doing a baptismal, and I thought, okay, this is it, we're starting something new. I just wanted to start new, fresh, all over. I said, this is it, God, I know this is where we're supposed to be. And I got baptized, and I'd say about 50 or 60% of the pain had left. And then the next day, I felt even more better. And by the third day, my pain was gone.
At the same time as Gale was getting a physical healing, I was getting a spiritual healing, because, I didn't even know there was a person called the Holy Spirit until I came to Life Change Church now. And then I had a true encounter in the filling of the Holy Spirit, which I never had before. And I think that just with so many people encouraging us at the church and praying for us, and the leadership of the church, like Pastor Ron and the elders, and I think everybody has a common goal, is to grow greater in God and just to feel the promptings and the workings of the Spirit.
I just know God touched me and He healed me. And, it took 7 years for me to get to that place. But I just think you just can't ever give up, and you got to keep believing that, God is faithful and He will touch and heal you. Thank you, Life Change, for your love.
Our lives have been changed.